thank you for watching. Today I wanted to film a soft glam fall inspired cinnamon look. I used a lot of the products I got in the most recent Ipsy glam bag and icon box. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. So I wanted to do a fall inspired cinnamon look. I received some new products in my recent Ipsy icon box, BoxyCharm, and glam bag. So some of those products I'm going to be using today. I did give myself a little straighten blow dry. My hair is very wavy and I achieved this look using two products, Shark Styler and the small barrel, and then this product, IGK Good Behavior. It's like a keratin spirulina heat protection spray. This stuff, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Highly recommend. If you want to like see a tutorial on how I blew out my hair with those two products, let me know. Leave a comment and I will be happy to film a video. First, I will be starting with the Seraphim Botanicals Alfalfa Glaze Longwear Primer. It is a glow primer, so it's going to give us that, you can see it's kind of like golden. It smells really good. I'll let that set up a little bit. For a foundation, I'm going to use Born This Way from Too Faced in light beige and warm nude. I'm gonna mix the two. One is like a tanner shade, the other is like my fairer shade. I'm kind of in between right now because it is the end of summer. So I'm going to just mix them on the back of my hand and I'm just gonna dab them all over my face. I do want a fuller coverage with this look. The Real Techniques 401 Kabuki brush to kind of move that product around. I did get a comment on my last video about hair removal. I do at-home IPL. I actually haven't done it in a while, so I'm like due for a few sessions. If you are interested in that type of thing, leave me a comment and let me know. I can like go into detail about it, about the device I use and the results I've seen over the years. And I'm going to go in with a contour bronzer. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Bronzer in Amber. And I will use the Sigma Flat Kabuki for that. This one's super old. Gosh, I probably should have used this for my foundation. Whoops. Tap a little bit on the brush and then tap it on the back of my hand. And I'm kind of pushing that product into the hollows just above. I am kind of using this as like a contour, a warmer contour shade. It is a bronzer, but I just want to give that warm, cozy, cinnamon type look. A little bit to define my jawline here. And you can see it's like really warming up my face already. And I'm going to use a little on my nose, down the sides, and just on the tip. There we go. I'm going to use the RODIAL Aspen 01. This thing has been used and abused. And I'm going to go in with the Sigma Precision Angle P84. Same thing, I'm just going to get my brush full of the product and then warm it up a little on the back of my hand and just tap under my eye just to kind of lift and brighten the under eye. A bit of brightening and a base for my eyeshadow. Moving on, I'm going to take a clean, damp beauty blender and tap that out a little bit. I filmed a ton of videos this weekend, kind of making up for lost time. And I have a bunch more coming just because I have been out of the loop for like 7 months and I have some makeup work to do. Next, I'm going to use this Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Liquid Blush. The shade is Fuchsia. I did just get this in an Ipsy box recently, and it's such a beautiful shade. It's got this little doe foot, and I am going to go a little heavy on the liquid blush, just because we're going to be adding other products on top of it. I will use the Luna Magic 777. Ooh. I'm really focusing on keeping it on the highs of my cheekbones. I'm going to bring it into my eye socket a little bit to add some warmth. I know that looks very pink, but trust the process. I am going to be adding powder and some bronzer. Okay, next I'm going to set my under eye. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent. So I'm going to take some on this little triangle sponge, and I am going to tap the excess off on my wrist just so I don't get a grandma eye with too much product. Can you see that? How it really muted the blush a lot? I am going to bring that down because I want matte skin. Cute. And I am going to tap it on top of my eyes so the eyeshadows blend really nice. Do some brows. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Precision Brow Crayon in Brunette. It's this super fine retractable tip. I love this product. And we will brush them up. Up. I am going a little bit more full than my everyday eyebrow. Caviar stick, yep, the caviar stick in Rose Thorn. I am gonna go all over my eye with this. Trust the process. I know it looks a little crazy, and I am gonna drag this under the eye. My finger, just my little ring finger here, and just kind of tap, tap, tap ever so lightly, and just bring it all over the lid. See? Super cute. I'm going to be taking the Kevyn Aucoin Contour Eyeshadow Palette. You can see it's this beautiful blue color, and these are the perfect bronze, warm fall shades. Sedona Lace 863. This is very old, but it's one of my favorite brushes. I'm going to go in with this lighter shade right here. I believe it's called Poetic. Tap off the excess and just kind of push that into the crease for a little warm transition. Cinnamon style look. I mean, look at that color. It looks just like cinnamon. Second shade in, called Brick. This like warmer tone. And same thing, all three of these shimmer shades down here. Beep, bop, boop. And it gives this perfect cinnamon color, and I'm just gonna tap that over the majority of my lower lid. I'm gonna take my blending brush, I'm just gonna rub off the excess powder and use that to really soften and drag out that eyeshadow. Now I am gonna go in with a little tiny bit of bronzer. This is the MAC Richer Rose Skin Finish. It is extremely pigmented. It's very dark. It's such a beautiful color, but a little goes a very long way. This super soft synthetic brush, and just lightly tap, and I mean, there's so much pigment on there, so I will also swirl it on the mirror to kind of spread it out, disperse it on the brush. Look at that, how much it picked up. Okay, and from there, I will lightly tap it on my cheeks. I'm really just trying to warm up my face a little bit. This Kevyn Aucoin, oh, not that one. This Kevyn Aucoin blush, the Neo Blush Rose Cliff. I just got this, the Ipsy Icon box for August. I'm just gonna pick it up on this gorgeous, big, fluffy brush and just tap it in. A little on the nose, a little on the forehead. How cute is that? I think that's all we need. Now, before I do mascara, I do like to set my face. I cannot stand it when I put on mascara and then setting spray and the mascara gets all over the place. So I'm going to set my face. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus in Rose. Classic. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that smells so good. So, ooh, I think we're gonna go Grande Lash. Kind of fits the cinnamon theme with the gold tube. Let's see here. You know, it is not really doing much. That didn't really do much for me, so I am going to go in with the Lady Gaga House Labs and see if this can add something to it. Okay, I'm happy with that. That looks pretty cute. And finally, for the last step of this cinnamon look, I'm going for a brown lip. So we will be using the BISHO lip crayon in Saint Tropez, and I'm going to top it off with the Cinnamon Glow by Makeup by Mario. How perfect. I didn't even realize that was the name of it. That lip crayon is really pretty. And the moment we've been waiting for. I've been so excited to try this product since I got it. Just gonna tap it on. It is very pigmented. It's much more pigmented than I expected. Tap it out with my finger. Ooh, it's kind of minty. Clean up the edges here. Wow. And that completes my Soft Glam Cinnamon look for fall. If you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And let me know what you want to see next. Thank you for watching.